Hello, seniors. My name is Christina Spearman. I'm the Dean of Students here at Loyola. I'm so happy to have the chance to share a few words with you because I miss you all. During this really hard and challenging and unusual time, it's been so bizarre to not have our students here. And over these past 4 years, I've gotten to know so many of you and seen your challenges and your successes, and I'm so proud of all that you've accomplished. So to have just a moment to talk with you is really special to me. And right now, things are very uncertain. At the global level, we are dealing with uncertainty, and that's what I want to talk to you a little bit about. Uncertainty is something that we've all navigated in our lives, probably not to the scale that we're facing right now, but in many ways, we faced uncertainty. And I want to talk to you about a time when I was a senior in college and about to graduate. So I went to a small private college in Georgia. I majored in communications, and my focus was on corporate communication. And in the spring semester of our senior year, we took a field trip to CNN in Atlanta. And I remember distinctly doing the tour and looking out over what looked like just a sea of cubicles. And when I saw that, I had a visceral reaction, and I felt that something was very wrong. For me, those cubicles represented coming into work in a very segmented place and a high level of routine of doing the same thing over and over. And it just did not seem right for me. And I had a moment of panic because I was in my spring semester of my senior year. I was getting close to graduating. And what I thought was my direction now felt very wrong. I had this feeling of unrest and unease. I didn't have the language for it back then, but now as I've learned about discernment, I would say that I felt desolation and I didn't know what to do. So I went to one of my mentors, the dean of students at this small school, and I said, "Help. I am on the precipice of graduation and I don't have a direction. What I thought I was going to do just does not seem right for me, and I can't picture myself doing that. I don't know what I'm supposed to do now." And he said, "Well, I think you need to go into student affairs and I think you need to go to graduate school." Now, when we're working with people through a discernment process, it's generally not advised that you give them such a strong directive, more that you ask them questions and give them guidance. But I have to say, he was absolutely right. In that moment, as he gave me that option, really that guidance, I thought about the things that I had enjoyed in my undergraduate career. I had been an RA. I had really enjoyed that experience, and then did an internship in the Office of Student Life. I did a summer internship there, and then I was hired as the special assistant, a student assistant to Dean of Students. And I went with him to almost all of his meetings. I served as his note taker, and I was exposed to a number of things where most students weren't present, and the institution was going through a mission and values project. So I learned a lot about higher education, and I learned about many of the underpinnings of building systems where students could be successful and the work of student development while students are in college. And I looked back on all of that, but I didn't know at the time that that was a career or something that I could pursue. He helped open my eyes to that, and then I saw what I thought was the next right step of going to graduate school and learning more. And then after that, taking my first position where I was a residence hall coordinator. And then an opportunity opened up for me to take on more responsibility with student conduct. And, I look back now on the journey of my life and I see so clearly the progression. I see the path. I see the purpose. It looks like a straight line that was leading me to where I am today. When I was on the other side of things, when I was looking forward at each next step, it felt disjointed and even fragmented. I couldn't see the path at that time. Now in hindsight, I see how things were leading me where I needed and wanted to be. And I want to encourage you because right now, as I said, we're all facing uncertainty, and what we're going to need to navigate what's coming next in the weeks and months ahead, it's going to be challenging. But you have what you need to do that inside of you. It's been cultivated during your time here at Loyola. You have an understanding of how a discernment process works, of being able to weigh the pros and cons, of using your imagination to think through possible decisions, of having mentors, spiritual directors, people that can guide you as you navigate these next steps. You have an understanding of our values and of our mission, and that your next steps are not just about you, but they are also in service of others. You have the tools, you have the lessons that you've learned, the seeds that have been planted over your 4 years here at Loyola. They're going to blossom, they're going to grow, they're going to bear fruit for you. So I want to encourage you, as someone who was at the end of their senior year, lost, really confused about what to do and feeling as she had no direction and no path, through tapping into some of those networks and those principles and those lessons, found my way forward, continued to find my way forward. And even at that time when I embarked on higher education, I'm ashamed to say I had not heard of Jesuit education. So to not only find my way to Loyola, but to have it become my professional home, again, just speaks to the path. Now it looks clear as I look back, but at the time I couldn't see it all. And it's okay if you can't see it all right now. It's okay if the plans that you've been crafting don't look like they're going to pan out in the ways that you thought they would. It's okay if you're navigating a deep sense of uncertainty right now. I want to encourage you that I have an abiding sense of hope and of peace that things are going to work out for you. I don't know exactly how, but I believe that they will, because I believe you have what you need inside of you. You're going to be given more and more opportunities to use that. If there's anything that we can do for you, particularly that I can do for you in your remaining time at Loyola, but even as you graduate and become alums, please don't hesitate to reach out and let's connect. Would love to have a conversation or offer support. I have confidence in you. You have what you need to navigate these challenging times and to go forward.